Hey there, I didn't see you. I was just writing in my journal about what I want to speak today, and I haven't really decided something. So, why not let's speak about this only journaling? Let's begin. What you saw me do right before is what I do every morning and night. I journal and I write my thoughts down when I wake up and when I'm about to go to bed. Why does that matter? What is it? How do we do that? All of those questions will be answered in this video. Let's begin with the first one. What is journaling? When you hear the term journaling, what comes to your mind at first? Is it a journalist, journalism, or a journal, a diary, a document kind of thing? That's what comes in all of our minds. But that isn't the exact definition of a journal. In many news reports and in many newspapers, we see that an event is reported that this happened, then this happened, then this happened, then this happened. It's kind of a log and kind of a series of events that take place. That's what is explained in the newspaper. And that is somewhat related to what journaling is. But that is more like keeping a log of things. In past times when we didn't have computers and all, many people used to keep a diary where they would write down the events that happened in their day. That is like keeping a log of your events. But that is not what we are here to do. We are here to do what journalists do in the opinion and the expert sections of the newspapers. In those sections, what happens is that they don't just list out the series of events, but they go through them, they explain them, they anticipate, and they conclude and speculate about things that may happen. It is a wholesome read, it is a wholesome experience, and that creates a whole different kind of thing than just knowing about how something happened and what happened. That is what journaling is for us. We don't just have to write a log of our everyday things. That can be very boring. That can be done in a to-do list app where you just list down everything you need to do and you have that ready. Journaling is expressing your thoughts, understanding yourself, and talking to yourself in written form. In this journal that I've been writing in it since January, and what I do is I just write whatever comes to my mind at that moment, or whatever unique experience I want to write about that happened in the day. And then I think about that, then I contemplate on that, and it just becomes a very different experience than logging events. This is not some clerical work. This is actually a wholesome and great experience for ourselves to understand ourselves. That is what journaling is. And now we'll dive into why journaling matters and why should we do journaling. Why do you think we need to write in a document like this every day and list out our experiences and all? Why does it even matter? Well, research and studies have proven that journaling actually has many more benefits than the ones we actually feel. And at the surface level, the benefits that we can feel is that yes, our thoughts are being put out on paper and we can see them, and that we're able to express ourselves a little bit better. But on a deeper level, the studies and research done in various colleges and all has proven that journaling helps in dealing with anxiety and stress. Many people who suffered from sleeplessness, when they wrote before bed about a positive experience in their day, actually slept for longer and had more quality sleep. We don't link these kind of benefits to journaling, but these exist and they have been proven by science. That is why doing journaling matters a lot. It gives you clarity on your thoughts. Let me share my experience. I started journaling about in 2018 and I was very inconsistent in that. I didn't write, for long. I would sometimes write after months of gap, after a few weeks and all. It was only in August of 2020, about 1 year ago, when I started taking journaling seriously, and it has created so much impact on my life that I actually don't know if I would be here in front of you if I hadn't journaled every day and put my thoughts out. Yes, That is the importance of journaling. The first day that I wrote in this journal in January, I made a commitment to myself that every day I will write about 3 things that made me smile. That way I was going to become more positive. I would be going to become more grateful. And each day I did that. Each day I went through that process. I actually became a more happier and more joyful person. I smile more, I understand myself better, and I interact with others on a much deeper level. That is why I'm able to speak here in front of you so confidently, smile, talk to you, communicate with you, and share these benefits. Journaling has given me a lot of clarity on how to proceed, how to do things, and that is why I'm here, because if I had not journaled my thoughts down, if I had not written my ambitions down, I would not be making YouTube videos and I would just be like any other normal kid wasting their time around. Journaling offers you a lot of clarity, a lot of mental peace, and it is a practice of self-care you should inculcate in your life. This way you will create a deeper impact on yourself, you will create a deeper understanding of yourself, and you will be able to understand others and communicate with others better and achieve more success in life. These were the benefits of journaling, and now we will understand how we can start journaling. How can you start journaling? It is very simple. All you need is a pen and some sheets of paper, and that's it. At the bare minimum, this is all you need. But you can go up from there, and if you do it consistently, it is better that you keep a specific notebook like this and another specific notebook like this if you journal multiple times a day. This is my morning journal, and in this I write my affirmations every day, and in this journal I write at night before bed. So this is what I do. I use a notebook and a pen to write my thoughts down and do this. But this is not the only way, and journaling cannot be done only in written form. If you don't feel comfortable with words, or you're more an artistic kind of person, take a blank sketch pad and doodle your thoughts down. Make sketches, make this, make that, whatever it is. That is also a form of journaling, because you're expressing yourself to the fullest. If you're more tech savvy, or if you like to do things on your computer, open up a Google Doc or a Word document and start journaling there. You can do that as well. Another way is to, instead of write things down, speak things. Open the selfie camera on your laptop or your phone and just speak your thoughts out. Record that and keep it somewhere as a video journal. Whatever you do, the main purpose is that you should be able to write your thoughts down and express yourself and understand yourself better. It can be in any form, whether it is in Evernote or another note-taking app, on your phone, on your laptop, in notebooks like this, or in special handmade notebooks that you create yourself. Anything and everything works as long as you write, and as long as you write, draw, speak, whatever it is, to express yourself and understand yourself better. This is how you can start journaling, and now we'll understand when to journal and what's the process like. This part is very subjective. When should you journal? What time? What day? All that. Well, it mostly depends on you and how you like to express yourself. What I think best is start in the morning and write some positive affirmations down, write some positive things about the day, how you're expecting it to be and all, to give yourself a fresh start and to start on a high note. And the other time is to write before bed and write all the positive experiences and things you're grateful for, so you have a positive and calm and relaxed mindset when you go to sleep. But this is not hard and fast, and you don't have to follow this. You can journal anywhere you want, anytime you feel like, whether it's in the evening, afternoon, while you're doing something, while you're traveling, whatever it is. If you feel like writing, write down. There is no barrier to it, or there's no one stopping you from doing that. I also like to journal in periodic basis. What I think is daily journaling is important, so that you understand yourself, like I said, and gain more clarity, and you're able to deal with your stress and anxiety better. You should also do weekly or monthly journaling. In that, what you need to do is think about your upcoming month, reflect on the past month and what your goals are and what you'd like to achieve more. That way you gain more control over your thoughts, you gain more control over your actions, and you can do much more. That is also how you can do periodic journaling and daily journaling at the same time, and this is the basic time frame kind of thing that you can follow. Again, this is not hard and fast. Do what suits for you, whether it is once a day, twice a day, once a week, once a month, whatever, and follow that. Now, let's dive into the most important question. What should you journal about? This can seem intimidating at first, this can seem big at first, but it's actually very simple. In the beginning, all you need to do is jot your thoughts down on whatever it is in that moment that you're thinking about. Let's do this exercise right now. Get a pen, get a paper, and take 20 seconds to write any thought that comes to your mind. I'll do it right here. You do it along with me. If you need more time, pause this video. I am done. Are you? So let's begin. I'll share my thought first, whatever I wrote down. So this is the sheet. Don't mind the handwriting because I wrote it in a little bit of hurry. But what I wrote is, I am thinking about what others and my community members will write right now. It's as simple as that. Whatever thought comes to your mind, write it down like this. Start with one sentence, start with two sentences, start with three sentences. Slowly and slowly you'll start progressing. This is the first thing you can do. I still remember the first day I wrote my journal in 2018. What I wrote about was how my day went at school. Just that. I did not go any deeper, like the things that made me smile, what I am grateful for, nothing. I just wrote what came to my mind at that time and I was done. By taking this kind of baby steps is how you will proceed ahead and grow. Now there are many other things you can write about too. What you wish to achieve, what you wish to do, how you wish to grow. All those things are in your control. Let me just go through each of them step by step. The first and the most common kind of journaling that people do is before bed journaling, like I do here. So what my pattern is, I'll open up my journal, I'll open up the page and I'll write about what was the best thing that happened with me today or whatever I want to write about that day. I'll write that experience down and then I'll go over 3 things that made me smile that day. It's as simple. The smile can be you got to eat your favorite food, you got to eat your favorite pizza. It can be that your mom helped you out in doing your homework. Whatever it is, you just need to write it down and mention it in points like 1, 2, 3. It's that simple. That's what I do. That way I am also able to express my gratitude. I am also able to express my feelings and all my feelings of thankfulness, and that creates a more positive sense for me. In the morning, this is the second type of journaling I do. I take this notebook, it's just a simple notebook, and what I do is I open up a page, I write 1-2 lines about what I think about that day. Like today I'm fully fresh and ready to dive into my challenges or to dive into my work. Whatever it is, I write that down. And then I write some specific set of affirmations about what I wish to achieve in the future. This way what happens is my mind gets redirected completely to my goals, and then that focus comes in and that focus allows me to do better and achieve better every day. These were 2 ways. Another thing that people do is they keep a stress journal or a worry journal. In that, whenever they're feeling worried or whenever they're feeling anxious, they just write about that worry or that anxiety. That helps them solve it. That's another thing you can do. Some people specifically keep a gratitude journal in which they write what they are grateful for specifically. You can also do that. So you see, there are multiple ways of doing journaling and of writing things down. But the most important thing you need to do is express yourself. Whether it's through a doodle, whether it's through a video, whether it's through the text you type in your Microsoft Word document, whatever it is, express yourself, express your creativity and understand yourself better. That is what matters in journaling. Now let's move on to a specific thing I want to mention. Can journaling be bad? Let's understand that. You heard that right. Journaling can be bad for you. Sometimes what may happen is that you go into a negative spiral of overthinking about a problem or something that's happened in your life. You may go about how it's your fault, how it's someone else's fault, what is wrong, what is not right, all that stuff. It can cause you to feel very stressful and anxious. Instead of you controlling your thoughts, what happens is that your negative thoughts take control over you, and that spiral just goes down, 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 and you end up in that sinkhole. That is not what journaling is made of, right? Journaling is there for you to express yourself and feel better, not to feel anxious, worried and stressful and even more undecisive and confused. And this can happen sometimes. This does. When you're confused and when you don't know what's happening, these kind of overthinking spirals can affect your journaling. And the best thing then to do that is to take a step back, is to go back and drop that pen on the table, drop that notebook, close that Word file, whatever it is, and just let it sit there and take a break. Do something completely different that is not linked to your problem at all. Whether it is watch a movie, watch an episode of your favorite series, whatever it is, do something that is not linked to that problem or that thing that you're constantly overthinking about. That way you'll get some distance, you'll get some gap, and you'll be able to look at it from a more neutral, more unbiased perspective. Then you'll discover the true power of journaling and how journaling can help you. So at moments when journaling goes bad or when you go into an overthinking spiral, step away from it, step back, and that will help you come back even stronger and even greater and be able to express yourself and continue to grow. Now let's go over some of the challenges that can come up in the journey of journaling. I can understand this because at first even I wasn't regular in it. I also missed days. I missed months at go. So even if you miss a streak or even if you take a gap, you don't have to be hard on yourself. You just need to let it be a practice that flourishes you, that makes you feel energized and not something that makes you feel tired or that makes you feel sluggish. You need to make it an activity that energizes and that makes you feel enjoyed, and that is not when it comes like out of responsibility or anything like that. So when you're not feeling like it, don't journal. There's nobody coming behind you. Yes, that's the first challenge that you need to overcome. And the other thing that can happen is that it seems intimidating. You're like, oh my god, I have to write this page down about my day. I'm not even a writer. I don't know how to do this. These kind of fears can come up in your mind, and you just have to be with them and you have to start. Take the first baby steps, just like I told you some moments ago. Write something that interests you, write something random. Start by writing random things and writing one sentence a day. Don't challenge yourself a lot, just write one sentence each day and you'll naturally see that you're growing and that you're taking more and more steps towards writing better and towards expressing yourself better. Another challenge that can come up is that you're too confused and you're too overthinking about how should I start journaling, what should I write in and all. So as I told you before, you can take anything, and even if it changes from time to time, don't worry. If you really want to start organized, what you can do is go to Amazon or your local stationery shop and get a journal like this. Get a flip-flop journal like this so that you can secure it at times and that you have a proper track record of what you are writing and all. Also, another thing that I would recommend is, because you'll have multiple journals, on the cover page with a marker write this thing, my journal 3 or whatever. This is my third journal. I already have 2 before these, and this is my morning journal, so I have written my morning journal 1. These kind of numberings actually help you keep organized, and they can prevent you from getting lost and not understanding how things work. So these were the few challenges that come up in the way, and again I want you to remind you that this is an enjoyable and amazing journey. You'll understand yourself, but you'll gain more clarity, you'll gain more control over your thoughts and actions, and you'll achieve much more success. This is not like the boring clerical work of keeping a record and log of your day that even a machine can do. Your thoughts and your creativity matter, and that is what you need to express through your journal. Even though you don't write anything about the rest of the things that happened in your day, it's fine. If it's one thought that you want to explore that. That is how you will grow, and that is how you'll understand and achieve more and more. This is all about journaling. Now what I want you to do is go grab a pen, grab a paper, or grab a notebook like this from Amazon or stationery shop and start journaling. Start by one sentence a day, mention the date, write one thing, sign it off, keep it off to the next day. Start taking these actions, start taking these steps, and after 1 week, what you should do is comment down below and tell me what you feel like it. How do you feel about it? And also like this video, subscribe to the channel and share it with more and more people so that all of us can benefit from journaling and grow this community that we learn and grow together. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.